Well, at
New
least we
place,
know
same
where.
problem. Some things get better with age. Holy crap, no color either. Not one of them.
Hey, what's up, soldiers? My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and welcome back to another video here today on the channel. Today, guys, we're going to be ranking every special round in Treyarch Zombies history from easiest to hardest. Now, what I decided to do was group certain maps together. So, for example, like on Shadows of Evil, you have Parasites and you have Meatballs on the next special round. So I'm grouping the maps together, and this is going to be going from the easiest to the hardest. Now, to be honest, they're all not that difficult, but I wanted to kind of rank it according to like how hard they actually can be, or maybe something was harder before and then now it's a lot easier. For example, like dogs getting patched, things like that. So anyways, guys, without further ado, let's get right into the list. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and also come check me out on Twitch. I'm going to be live when this video goes up anyways. So I'll see you guys over there, and without further ado, guys, let's get right into the list. Coming in as the easiest map on this list is going to be the special rounds on 9 with the Gladiators, Marauders, and Tigers. Now, these rounds are really simple, and once you get past round 16 or 17, every single round you're only going to have 4 of these at a time, and it's completely randomized whether you get Tigers, Marauders, or Gladiators. Now, on round 9 is when you're going to get the first special round, and it's only Tigers. And if you're playing solo, it's literally 4 of them. You can kill them so quickly. And then the second time you get specials, it's 2 Marauders, which is really easy. And then after that, then you start getting like randomizations of all 4 different enemies. So it's really not that difficult. Now, as you can see in my game, I was actually using the Z Harmony, which is the Pack-a-Punch Strife that I got from doing the 3rd challenge on 9 from the podium, and it literally shredded them. I was going all the way up to like round 30, kind of just chilling on the map and killing every single time there was a special round for gameplay for this video. And I really came to like the realization of how easy it actually was. Like the main like big enemy that's the most annoying, I would say, is probably the Blight Fathers, which aren't even included in special rounds. So I think 9 is just really easy, and Black Ops 4 is pretty easy in general, so that's why it comes in as the easiest special round in Treyarch Zombies history. Alright guys, coming in at the number 8 spot is going to be the Valkyrie Drones on Gorod Krovi. Now, a lot of people would say that these are fairly difficult, and I can agree with that if you don't have a good gun or you aren't set up. But for me, whenever I play Gorod, I always make sure that I get the Ray Gun Mark 3s from the box. Whether it takes me 50 box hits or 2 or 1, I always make sure I get these before I progress rounds. So I usually run Immolation just for the sake of getting the Mark 3s. Now, to be honest, once you have Mark 3s, you can one-shot the Valkyrie Drones really easily. But one thing that is really annoying about these guys and why they're fairly difficult is because they can spawn the blue electric zombies, which actually deal a ton of damage and can really cause havoc if there's a like Valkyrie drone where you can't see it. It's like behind a wall or something. It's going to start spawning those because you're not killing them fast enough. So that's another thing that can be really annoying. And once you kill the electric guys, even if they're like within 5 feet of you, you'll still get damage because they'll kind of explode as well, which is really annoying. Coming in at the number 7 spot is going to be the Spiders on Zetsuba no Shima. Now, the Spiders aren't really that hard to kill. You can kill them fairly quickly. I think the biggest problem I have with the Spiders, though, is that they block off areas on the map, and this can be extremely annoying. Now, one easy way to get rid of the webs is by throwing a grenade at it, but at the same time, sometimes you just don't have time because you have a Thrasher behind you, and you got to get through there really quickly. And the fact that you have to wait for like 5 seconds for a grenade to blow up on it, or you have to knife it yourself, it just gets really tedious and annoying every single time you have a spider round and they're blocking off doorways. You got to reopen the whole map essentially sometimes, and that's just really annoying and frustrating. So that's why I put it at the number 7 spot. I guess it's not really too hard, but it's just more of a hassle than anything. Coming in at the number 6 spot is going to be the most common special round enemy, and that is the dogs or hellhounds. Now, The Hellhounds are really not that hard to kill anymore. In Black Ops 3, they were literally a joke. And in Black Ops 4, they were super easy and on every single Aether map as well. But before that, in Black Ops 1 and World at War, they were actually really difficult to kill, especially on Shinonuma when they first came to Treyarch Zombies. They were a huge pain in the butt. They deal so much damage, and even with Jug, you can get hit 3 times and down, which is super frustrating. I've been doing high rounds on Shinonuma, and I don't really get killed by dogs anymore, but when I was first starting out and kind of getting used to the map, it happens very frequently, and it's just really frustrating to have to deal with the dogs. And even on like maps like Kino, they can be really hard to kill sometimes if you don't have a good setup or you don't have a decent gun that can actually kill them. So that's why I put them at the number 6 spot. They're not necessarily the easiest, but they're not really the hardest. They're kind of like in the middle ground because they were hard and now they're really easy. So I figured number 6 was a good spot for the dog. Coming in at the number 5 spot is going to be the Shadows of Evil, Parasites, and Meatballs, and then they combine after that once you get to the 3rd time of a special round. Now, I would say that the Parasites are not really that hard to kill. They're really easy, and you only get a small amount of them the first time you have a special round. Now, the next special round, you're going to get only Meatballs, and Meatballs, they are kind of annoying sometimes because they do go really fast. They're like the wraps for multiplayer essentially, and they're called like something elementals. It's a really weird name. I don't even remember it now. But anyways, I would say that the Meatballs are by far the most annoying enemy, because if they get too close and you're not really paying attention, they will explode when they hit you, which can actually deal a good amount of damage. And then when you have to worry about the Meatballs and the Parasites in another special round after that, it can get a little bit annoying. But the thing about the Parasites is they don't deal a ton of damage. They're actually kind of weak. So if you have Jug, you shouldn't really worry about downing on special rounds. It's just a really easy way to get max ammos. So the only reason I put this on the list was because when you're doing the flag step, it can actually be really hectic, and it's not necessarily a special round, but you do have special zombies going on the whole time. You have a lot of Meatballs and Parasites if you don't shoot the Shadow Man. So that's why I put it at the number 5 spot. Coming in at the number 4 spot is going to be the Pentagon Thief on 5. Now, if you have Mustang and Sally's, he is super easy to kill, but he can steal your weapons if you don't have good weapons, which can be a huge problem. But at the same time, if you do end up killing him without him taking a weapon, you do get a bonfire sale, so you can pack punch for 1,000 points. I like to use this to my advantage. I'll get a gun that I want to pack a punch, and then I'll have the Mustang and Sally's, kill the Pentagon Thief, have 1,000 points left over, and pack punch the gun that I actually want to pack punch after the Mustang and Sally's. It's a really good strategy that you can use. And also, if you let him steal a weapon and then you kill him right after, you're also going to get a fire sale and then just a max ammo. So the Pentagon Thief rounds aren't that difficult. You'll always get a max ammo no matter what. Sometimes he can steal your weapons, but at the same time, it's kind of one of those things that once you master the Pentagon Thief rounds, they're not that hard. But if it was someone playing 5 for like the first time, or they haven't really played it a lot, I can understand why a lot of people would say it's difficult. And people responded to my tweet on Twitter with the Pentagon Thief as well. So that's why I figured I would put it kind of lower on the list in the number 4 spot. All right, guys, coming in at the number 3 spot is going to be the Parasite rounds on Rev, because the first round is a Parasite round, but there's way more Parasites than on Shadows. It's like double the amount, and they're a little bit stronger, I would say. At least they feel that way. And then once you start getting through the rounds, you're going to start getting Furies, which are super annoying. If you run at all, they will literally teleport pretty much right in front of you or right behind you, which is really annoying because it makes you easy to go down pretty much by one hitting you, essentially, if you don't have Jug. And then also Keepers start spawning as well, which are a little annoying as well to deal with. But if you have the Apothecon Servant or the upgraded version or the Thunder Gun, you're going to take care of these special rounds really easily. But at the same time, they can be very strong and very annoying, especially if you don't have one of the wonder weapons on the map. So thankfully for me, I had the Apothecon Servant. I was just playing like a first room for fun for recording for this video, and it was actually pretty like easy. It wasn't that difficult, but I would say that a lot of people think that these rounds are hard, And I've heard that once you get up to like round 200 or so, these rounds last for over 20 minutes, which is pretty insane. I've never gotten that high at all, but I can understand why that would be really, really annoying. So that comes in here at the number 3 spot. Coming in at the number 2 spot on this list as the second hardest special round is going to be the jumping jacks from Die Rise. Now, these guys are so annoying. They all bounce around and they're really, really weird because it's just annoying in a sense. Like, they're hard to hit sometimes. Sometimes they'll jump around and be like right in front of you and do like a backflip and hit you, and then you like go to punch and you like miss them because they like jump away. It's just really weird. They bounce off walls, bounce off ceilings, bounce all over the place like in a bouncy gym essentially, and they can just be really annoying. Now the good thing is if you have 100% accuracy, you do end up getting a free perk. So a lot of people like to buy Galvanuckles or the Bowie knife or just knife them straight out, which is a little bit harder, and that's usually the best way to get a free perk on this map and get all 6 perks. I would say that they are fairly difficult, but if you have Galvas, you're gonna get through the round pretty easily, even if you don't have Jug like me in my game. So I would say that they're hard and annoying and difficult, and it's way worse if you're playing co-op. But in solo, there's only a few of them and it's not really that hard. All right, guys, and coming in at the number 1 spot is going to be the monkeys on Ascension. Of course, everyone commented this on Twitter as the worst special round and the hardest in Treyarch Zombies history. Obviously, the monkeys will steal your perks, which is really annoying if you let a perk machine take enough damage. What you want to do, essentially, like the best setup, is to essentially get Jug for free from the monkeys and have it be locked inside. And another thing you can do as well, if you don't want to lose quick revive, is you can get quick revive down, get quick revive again down, and then get quick revive again, and then the perk machine won't be there, so they can't actually steal the last quick revive. That's another thing that a lot of people like to do as well, especially high round players. So it just makes it easier. You don't have to worry about covering those perks anymore once you do that, which is kind of a cool strategy, I guess you could say. But overall, the monkeys are just really annoying. If you throw grenades at them, they'll throw them back at you. They do have like a slam attack, which deals a pretty good amount of damage as well, which is a little annoying. And they only will attack 2 machines at once, like at a time. So it's kind of easy if you're playing really smart, like where to cover. It shouldn't be too difficult. If you have to activate traps, that can also help you cover them pretty easily as well. So anyways, guys, the special round monkeys from Ascension are the hardest special round in Treyarch Zombies history. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching the video. If you disagreed with the list, definitely let me know down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was kind of one of those things that I thought was kind of cool to go through and think about, because I feel like special rounds are kind of just overlooked when it comes to zombies. Not many people like pay mind to them because they're so easy to get through, but they're actually kind of difficult at certain times as well. So I figured I would make a list about this one because I haven't really seen anyone else do it before. So I thought it was a little interesting and unique. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is GregFPS. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.